since you're a fan of the old school music, compared to what's happening now, the music now, what's your thoughts on the current modern day music?
I can't
be honest.
I can't. No, I can't. I'm going to be honest, but I can't give a proper answer because I don't really keep up with what's happening.
Not with any like Nicki Minaj and all those guys.
You know, I don't like that. But in fact, there are certain artists that I really hate, but I just don't want to name names.
Okay.
But I will say this: today, with how media is structured, you can get away with not listening to any of that, unless you're in a mall or something.
Yeah.
Because you go home and you're the DJ.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
And
one thing about today's music that I find different from our time, I mean, sorry, how old are you? You're
30.
30. Okay, so we're around the same age. Is that whole concept of albums is gone? It's no longer that. It's all singles now.
Yeah.
Or now it's become TikTok dance video songs, right? It's sad. I miss the albums. Going to miss those things, man. So are you a fan of movies then? Are you being in the video industry? I'm sure you're a fan of movies as well.
Yeah.
So what are your favorite movies then?
My favorite movie is a little bit unorthodox, but I've heard many people also say the same thing. It's Home Alone, the sequel.
I love it. Come on, man. Home Alone, that's a classic.
Yeah, I love it. The sequel. I went to New York City a couple of years ago, and I stood in front of the Plaza Hotel and felt like Kevin McAllister for a second there.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
For someone my age to say I felt an 8-year-old boy, that's not right.
Not right at all.
That's not right. But you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a huge fan of Macaulay Culkin as well. I think whenever it's December, it's his time.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, those movies, man, the Home Alone movies, that defined the generation, definitely. Now, in the movie industry, and I just want to get your opinion on this because you are in the industry and you make videos and you're in the field, right?
Yeah.
A lot of critique has come about for the modern day style of movie making, which is or the direction of movies nowadays, which is a superhero trend. That's people are even calling it now superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Woody
Allen?
Woody Allen. He said that these are not movies, and they can't be called movies, right? No, was it? It was not. It was
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
I call him Scorsese.
Yes. Why do you do that? But so, what do you think? Do you think that movies have become lazy with reboots, remakes, and all that?
Well, it has become homogenized in the sense that it all feels like the same. But I think in moments like this, you'd want to do what Todd Phillips did with the Joker. Because I'm not a Marvel fan. I mean, I am a Marvel fan, but I'm not a superhero fan that much. But look at what Todd Phillips did. He was at Sundance or the Cannes Music Film Festival.
Yeah.
And he stood in the corner and he said, the only way to make a blockbuster is to do a comic movie. And he did the Joker, and he did it like Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese,
yeah. And I loved it.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of Batman and everything like that, but when I watched the Joker, he broke the mold. So, it is homogenized. There's a lot of things that look the same. But it's moments like this where you get to realize that you can make something really great out of it. It's opportunity.
Yeah, it's like...
So for filmmakers out there that they're young, they're like, everyone's doing the same thing. Okay, now is my chance to...
But I do miss it though. I miss that sort of movies that where storytelling, the writing, I feel is a bit lost. Like when I was growing up, I used to, like of course, movies like Schindler's List, Shawshank Redemption, even The Dark Knight, the version that was made by Nolan.
Yeah.
I mean, those kind of movies are just lost. There's no like I remember as a kid, the first time I saw the movie Jurassic Park and that first iconic scene, Welcome to Jurassic Park, you see the Brachiosaurus stand up. Those are. I don't get that anymore. I don't know, but I wish they would become more original, though.
You're right. I think what's happening right now is that the evolution of movies is translating into TV shows. So you're getting more effort in a Squid Game and a White Lotus and a Succession and things like that that I get more excited about too as well, because there's more emphasis on that, and of course the OTT companies want more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Monetarily, it makes more sense for me to put more effort into a TV show as opposed to a movie, and that's why you're not seeing as much at the cinema.
Yeah. But I would like for more original storytelling.
Oh, me too, for sure.
Yeah, I remember there was this movie I saw. It's a low budget movie. It's called A Man from Earth. Have you seen that movie? A Man from Earth. So it's and the story of the entire movie takes place in a cabin.
Oh,
and
yes, I've heard of it, but I've not watched it.
It's awesome, and it's about this guy. It's about this guy who claims to be a caveman who can live up to today, and it's written by the same writers of Star Trek, and how he was actually Buddha. He met Buddha. He's Jesus, and all that kind of stuff. And man, I just love that kind of brave storytelling. I just miss that nowadays. Yeah. So now let's go back to.
I'm going to watch that tonight. By the way.
Please. It's a fantastic. If you like conversational movies, that's the one to go. There's even another one called London. I don't know if you've seen it. It's with Chris Evans back when he was before Captain America. And Jason Statham. And the whole movie takes part in a bathroom, and they're snorting coke the whole time. And it's just the conversations they have. I love those kind of movies. Simple and nice. So. Again, one person that you know very well is John Stamos. He's a good friend of yours. Yeah. And he even has gone and said...
He's going to watch, by the way. I know him.
Please share.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah. Now that Full House is done. Yeah. I'll cut that part out. No, but come on, man. He's again part of my childhood. Full House, was a big thing. But how's he like? How's he like in person? Do you have any stories to share?
Well, he's just one of the worst human beings I've ever met. He's a tyrant.
Worst guy.
And
ugly.
Listen, with all that money, you think you'd shower more often. But no, listen, he's really sweet, the sweetest human being I've ever met. Yeah. Like, really, this guy. People they talk about how handsome he is and everything, but he is just the most generous human being ever. I mean, the amount of philanthropic work that he does behind closed doors and all that, but just to me as a friend. I lost my mom recently.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And when she was in the hospital, he would text me every single day. How's your mom? How's she doing? What happened? He knew the play-by-play of everything that happened to my mom. And he said, let me record a video. And then I showed it to her. She smiled so much. And they said, do you want another one? Do you do another one? Do you want to do a FaceTime? Do you want to do a FaceTime? No, you should bring her to California to cheer her up. Yeah. And he helped me throughout that whole process of when my mom was down. That just really shows the type of person John is. And in fact, I was at Disneyland with him a couple of weeks ago, and he had injured his back. Okay. Really badly. He was getting massages and everything, and he's getting vitamin drips and everything. And he was a little weak. And then he said, no, we're going to Disneyland tomorrow. I'm like, John, you don't want to rest? He said, no. And he stood up the whole day. Disneyland is fun, but it requires a lot of energy too. It's a full day thing. And he did that for me.
Nice. Sounds like a great guy. The man is, one thing about him, he's ridiculously good looking. It's just not fair.
I hate taking pictures with him.
I would never go out to a club with him. Like, it's just pointless. You're not going to get anything that night. Yeah.